In this Windows tutorial, I'll demonstrate how you can find out what files are taking up space on your hard drive, especially if you're running low on hard drive space. Sometimes you might want to find out what folders and what files are using up all the space on your hard drive. So basically, you're going to be taking a look at a program called WinDirStat. It's a free program. And if you just go to Google and type in WinDirStat in the search bar, it looks like the website's actually windirstat.info. So you click on that, and their main page gives you a basic overview and kind of what the program looks like. That it has both a graphical look at what files are taking up the space in your hard drive and how they're organized, and also it'll do a view up top where it'll show by different folders and percentages and how much space. But basically, to download the program, you come over here to the Downloads Permalinks. Click on that, and there are various places within the site you could download it, but I would just go with the main one that they're showing here, where it says download WinDirStat 1.1.2 from FossHub. So you click on that, and right down here you'll see it says download WinDirStat installer. So you click on that, and here I'm using Google Chrome, but the program downloaded, so basically click on this to run it. And click on I accept the terms of the license agreement. Click next. Just pretty much use the defaults here, unless you happen to need a different language than English, then you can choose one of these other language packs. But for the majority of people, just click next. Choose a destination folder. Again, you could take the default if you like, or choose a different destination. Click install. And that's all it takes. There it is, completed. Click next, and then by default, if you close, it'll run the program. Now if you have multiple partitions or hard drives, you can let it run and do all your drives, and it'll give you how much space each drive has, how much is free, percentage of used, and it'll also show you again what folders and files are taking up the different space. Or you could just choose one drive like I will here by clicking individual drive and then clicking on C. And click OK, and then the program will sit there and analyze the files and folders on your hard drive. Now, depending upon how large your hard drive is and how much space is being taken up, this could take anywhere from 30 seconds if you have a small hard drive with hardly anything on it, to 10-15 minutes if you have a terabyte plus hard drive with a lot of files on it. But as you see here, as it's going through, you'll see the total for the entire drive, how many items, and then it breaks it down under that drive by folder, and it does it in descending order, so the folder that takes up the most space will be on top. So you see here this particular computer, the Windows folder is taking up the most space, which is 2.4 out of a total of 7 gigs. Then there's various other folders, and you usually will see these folders first, Windows, and then your documents and settings. If you're running Windows 7 or Windows 8 or Vista, probably see the users folder up top, and then if you then click on the drop down there, you can see the individual folders, and again it does it in descending order with the one taking up the most space on top. Now on the bottom here is basically a visual representation of your files and folders. So you see this is just one large blue block, and that if you hover over top of it, it tells you what file that is, and this is actually the page file on the computer, which usually would be upwards of 1 to 4 gigs. Then you can also see individual files over here. So if you see anything that seems to be taking up a lot of space, you can then go in there and either delete it if it's something you don't need, or at least figure out why something's taking up space, and you can see if it's safe to delete it if it's in one of the system folders, because you want to be careful if it's in the Windows folders that it might not necessarily be a good idea to delete it, but if you see something like an attempt folder, it most likely will be fine. So that was my review of the program WinDirStat, which is a great program for seeing what is taking up space on your hard drive. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, please click like below, consider subscribing to my channel, and also consider sharing this video with other people, either through Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. Thank you.